constitutional post. Rahul Gandhi talks about Jai Samvidhan. Tehseen Poonawalla, Rahul Gandhi in fact took it further. He said OBCs, SCs, Dalits and tribals have been ignored. How many OBCs, SCs, Dalits are part of Nirmala Sitharaman's team? But can he care to explain how many OBCs, SCs, Dalits and tribals were part of the former finance minister's team when the UPA was in power?
Actually, the fact of the matter is that if there has been an historic injustice, it is the duty of the honorable leader of opposition to raise those points. Just because something may have not been correct in the past when he wasn't leader of opposition does not make it justified right now. That's the first part.
Admit
but
that
may
perhaps
I make another point?
May
I just make one point, then I'll answer. But just one point. As so far as the constitutional propriety is concerned, as I said again, I don't think the Honorable Her Excellency's speech was boring. I personally don't agree on that. But may I make a point? The government, the current union government or any government in India is run on the name of the president. This government is also run on the name of the President of India and Parliament functions on her name. Yet at the inauguration of Parliament, my holiest site of this country, Her Excellency the President of India was not invited. To me, that is the greatest insult, not of her tribe, not of her gender, but of the post of the President of India. And to me, I stand by that. I think she should have been inaugurating the Parliament. So where I stand from and the way I see it, I do see an undermining of the office. And that is my democratic right to see that.
Wants to come in. Ajay Alok wants to come in. But you do think that it was not boring, not right
to
say that the speech was boring.
The opposition can think something is boring.
No, don't.
Why should that be?
A leader of opposition saying.
One second, Tehseen Poonawalla, there could have been a conversation on, the facts of the. One second, on the facts that the president said something and that the facts are completely different. But the conversation was not about whether there was a factual error in what she said, whether it was wrong. It was a very personal comment on the president.
That's true.
And you are saying that Sonia Gandhi was being empathetic. The BJP says it was nothing but just pretending to be empathetic while taking a jibe at her.
I'm taking the BJP correct. I'm saying the BJP is right. Ajay Bhai is right. I'm accepting the argument. So by the same logic, why don't they accept the same language that I've used? Is that acceptable? Saying something is boring, is that parliamentary, or saying somebody is a Jersey cow? What would you prefer? And Jersey cow said in a speech. Now that is the difference.
Any insult, derogatory language used for women is condemnable. Nobody is going to agree to that, Tehseen Poonawalla. But today I am talking about the president's address here, and we're talking about the leader of opposition.
I thought it was boring. And
boring?
That's fine. He has a right to think that. That's not unparliamentary.
Now, it's not me. It's not me.
Acceptable
no,
to
one
the
second.
BJP. I understand
Now, it's not me who was saying. Now, it's not me who's saying that. She was talking about the marginalized community, the farm. It's the president who has herself responded to this criticism that she was tired, saying that she cannot ever be tired while talking about the Vikasit Bharat and the issue of marginalized community. And then towards the end, she also says that perhaps these idioms and discourse in Indian languages, in Hindi, perhaps the opposition didn't get it.
Sure, and the president has an absolute right to put her point of view across, except that whatever she spoke was not specific. So maybe the honorable leader of opposition didn't agree with it. He thought this is rhetoric being used many times in the past. And again, I'm saying what part is unparliamentary in saying boring?
Okay,
Abhijit Iyer-Mitra, to that, I would gratefully
Abhijit Iyer-Mitra, nothing unparliamentary in calling the speech boring. The leader of opposition and every person in this country has a right to express.
So, first of all, we need to remember President Draupadi Murmu is 12 years Sonia Gandhi's junior. Miss Sonia Gandhi is 78. Draupadi Murmu ji, as per her Wikipedia profile, is 66. So if President Murmu ji is poor thing, then Miss Sonia Gandhi is even poorer thing. She should take rest. She should relax. She shouldn't get so uptight. And even more important, it's then, as per Miss Sonia Gandhi's own thing, it's time for Mr. Kharge to retire then. Because he's poorer and poorer. He was poorest thing then. Now, this is number one. This wasn't said out of any concern. This was said out of condescension. Okay. Second, what for me is more egregious is what Rahul Gandhi said. It is a boring speech, repetitive, nothing new. Have you heard Rahul Gandhi's speeches? He goes around saying the same thing over and over and over again. A presidential speech is not meant to be a thriller movie or a horror movie or something like that keeps giving chills down your spine or excitement at every minute and turn. Maybe Rahul Gandhi feels the need to, give these speeches and then ask, "Kyo maza aaya?" You remember that famous line of his, "Kyo maza aaya?" So maybe his speeches are mazedar speeches. But you see, constitutional dignitaries can't afford to make these mazedar speeches. Right. So somewhere between all three of these people, and then the sister chirping in and saying, oh, she's 78, she was just showing concern. It all comes across as not just elitist. I mean, forget the elitist condescension towards India's first tribal president. In Sonia Gandhi's case, it's outright racist. This is a white woman looking down on a tribal original dweller of India. It doesn't get more racist than this. But then, given her family history, it's hardly surprising. Her father was a member of Mussolini's army marching through Russia and killing Jews, killing Russians, killing Ukrainians, killing everyone. So it's par for the course. This is exactly what you expect from the family. Racism, condescension,
Okay.
looking down on all people that they consider Untermensch, because they, in the Hitlerian worldview, they consider themselves Ubermensch, superior to everybody else.
Okay.